AFTV DT, I can see by your T-shirt that you're very infused by the victory. It was a good win today, wasn't it?
Very, very good win. 16 points out of our last 18. And yeah, I'm happy with the way things are going at the moment. It was I
can tell by your T-shirt.
Hey, listen, I backed the man all the way. I have done. And you know what? The thing is, I've said it all along. Why I back him? Because I believe in the process that, you know, he's trying to build at this club. Yes, things are not acceptable. I still don't like the fact that we're 8th place in the league. You know, that's not acceptable for Arsenal Football Club. But I'm also wise enough to understand that there is a process, you know, involved, and that we've got to try and get rid of so much deadwood, and we've got to try and gel a completely different team, backroom staff, you know, senior figures and everything else in the midst of a pandemic and everything, you know. And at the end of the day, there's been so many questions asked. There's been so many insults and abuse towards the manager. And it's nice to see that we're doing things right. And the players are clearly playing for him. They clearly enjoy what they're doing. And, you know, even when you look at the Southampton game on Saturday, so much criticism about performances, about players that were left out and everything else. Well, let's take a look at it. Emil Smith-Rowe looked absolutely exhausted tonight, and he may well have picked up an injury. So it was justified why he didn't start the game on Saturday. Thomas Partey went off with 15 minutes to go because he's got cramp. Another player, justified why he didn't start the game at the weekend. Let the manager manage the team, and you manage your YouTube channels and everything else. Do you know what I mean? So let's go to the game.
Wait a minute.
Let's go to the game.
People are allowed to wait a minute. People are allowed to have they're allowed to criticize.
Good. You can have your opinion, but when that opinion turns into hatred, nah.
Well, let's get to the game, because that's the most important thing. And
can I just say, these T-shirts will be available to buy from tomorrow.
Where?
I will put the link up. Don't you worry. Yeah.
Oh, this guy, man. Let's hope you still got that on, right? Even if it's a bad result.
Hey, don't worry about that. I've got all different colours as well, so I can wear a colour dependent on my mood. You know what I mean?
No, listen. You make some good points with what you're saying, and it was a very good performance. They showed a lot of character today. I mean, especially when you looked at it and you start to think to yourself, "Oh, is it going to be one of those days?" Start off the game well. Lacazette's right, 1-on-1, misses a golden opportunity. They literally go down the other end, bang, they're 1-0 up, and you're thinking, "Oh man, is it going to be one of them?"
Yeah.
But the team showed a lot of character today and thoroughly deserved the win.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, like you said, when we went 1-0 down, you were thinking, "Oh, mate, you got to be joking." And I would say that would be the only criticism of Pepe tonight, was that goal, because he fell asleep on the edge of the box. But he made up for it big time. And his overall performance was so good. It was direct. It was full of aggression, directness, lacking a little bit on the final delivery in comparison to Bukayo Saka, who just delivers every single time. But overall, Pepe, who's been under so much scrutiny and criticism and everything, there were people that didn't want him to start tonight. You know, despite the injuries or Aubameyang not going to be there for personal reasons or anything, people were still saying, "Nah, don't play Pepe, don't play Pepe." And I said to you, he didn't have a bad game on Saturday. And, you know, he carried it on, but it's consistency. Has to be consistent.
He looks better on that left-hand side.
I think he does. And, you know, that was something that we tried out on Saturday. He played on that left-hand side, created a couple of really good chances. And tonight, he just looked a threat throughout. But again, it's consistency. You've got to do it. This is the difference between Pepe and Saka. Saka consistently does it week after week after week and gets better and better and better. Pepe has games like tonight, and then he'll go missing for a couple of games. What you need now, if Pepe, for example, starts on Saturday against Manchester United, he's got to do it all over again. Then when we go to Wolves, I think it is after that in the Premier League, do it again. Consistency. And then you can start to, you know, lay off him a little bit. But overall, I think the team as a whole played really well. Special mention as well to Granit Xhaka. I felt he was absolutely brilliant tonight. And I think the way him and Thomas Partey worked together complemented each other. And it was Xhaka that was actually making those incisive passes. You know, it was him that put Lacazette through in the first minute. It was him that put Pepe through. Special mention to Cedric as well. That pass he put for Saka for the third goal. Unreal. And that was not the only time. He was pinging passes like that all night.
And he had a great game in general.
He had a great game. And I'll tell you something, Robbie, and look, this is not a criticism on Bellerin's performance tonight, but Tierney's fit for Saturday. Tierney's fit for Saturday. Cedric goes on that right-hand side.
It's got to be. It's got
100%.
Because I did think that Bellerin looked a bit shaky today. I know he was on a yellow card as well, but he was a bit shaky. But keeping on the positives, I mean, this kid Saka, he's unreal.
He's unbelievable. And I said it to you at half-time that apart from Phil Foden, he's the best youngster in the Premier League right now. It's them two. You know, there's been so many comparisons with so many youngsters, and I'm not dismissing any of the other youngsters. It's just that on form and the season that they're having, it's him and Phil Foden by a country mile.
And he did it last season as well.
Yeah, but do you know what Saka's doing? Do you know what Saka's doing differently now? He's putting the ball in the net. That's the difference. 4 goals in his last 6 games. And we've always said that if he can add goals to, you know, his game, he'll be frightening. And long may it continue. And I love the fact that even in his press conference after the game, he was talking about how he was telling Lacazette what he was going to do and where he wanted Lacazette to go. This is an experienced international footballer, but yet the young boy is not overawed or anything to be able to turn around and say, listen, I'm going to peel off the shoulder. You make sure you're there and I will find you. And it's the way, it's the confidence, it's the aura about the way he's playing. I just hope that Emil Smith-Rowe hasn't picked up an injury and it's not a muscular one or anything that keeps him out of the game on Saturday. And it was just a bit of a precaution. Partey just looks like cramp. Pretty straightforward stuff. But
let's just get to that, because that's the next game, and that's a real tough one. We're playing the informed team, Man United, at top of the league. They're flying. Listen, if we could get a win in that game, that really then does start to throw down a marker where you're saying, hey, this team is on the way back.
Yeah, and you say they're an informed team, but we're the second most informed team in the Premier League. Only Manchester City have got better form than us right now. So technically, dependent on what their result is, you know, tomorrow as well, we're more informed than them. Yes, they're higher in the league. Yes, they're where they are on merit, and you can't take that away. But I'm saying in terms of present form, you know, 5 wins in 6 games and 1 draw. It's been a brilliant turnaround. Like I said, 16 points in 18. But we've now got to go and follow up, you know, that up with this game on Saturday. They're going to be full of confidence. You know, you've got to predict that they're going to win their game tomorrow. So they're going to go into it top of the league. They're not going to want to relinquish that against us. Arteta is the only manager that Ollie's not beaten in the Premier League. So they're going to want to right those wrongs, like we wrote the wrongs when we went to Old Trafford and won there for the first time in God knows how long. You know, the one small comfort that I'll take from it is that our home record against Manchester United in the Premier League has been really good over recent years. Arteta's beaten Solskjaer twice in 2 appearances against him. And no doubt, you know, when we do videos this week, Manchester United fans will be as cocky as ever. And when they do that, I like it. Because then they don't answer their phone after the game.
Well, listen, nice one, man. I'm glad to see you in such a good mood, and good luck with the T-shirts.
Yeah, man. Do you want one?
AFTV Picks, the new exclusive free-to-play betting tool app for football fans everywhere. Every week, test your skills and knowledge against Robbie and the AFTV fans and stand to win prizes and cash. And wait for it, it's all free.